Hey, what's up guys? This is Tomcat from TC9700gaming.com and welcome to an ultimate drift build video. In this video we will be doing the 2009 BMW M5, so we're going to go ahead and buy it here. And basically what this video is about is me buying the car, you know, completely stock, and then giving it the best drift tune I can possibly give it, and then testing it out and see if I've managed to do a good job. I think this M5 looks pretty good in white. Go ahead and buy it. Get my volume up a little bit. A little bit more. That's better. That's better. Alright, so let's upgrade. First thing I always do with my drift cars is I make them look good. So I go to the tire compound. Usually if it's not on street tires already, I'll put it on street tires because in my opinion street tires are the best for drifting. I go all the way to the right and get the fattest rear tires that I possibly can. I leave the fronts alone. And wheels. Wheels are fun. I love picking wheels. Ooh, these Asantis look pretty good. I like the look of them. See how these look. Maybe. Let's see what else there is, though. I remember I just discovered these wheels, and I thought they were pretty cool. So, like, for example, they look like they fit the M5 really well. I mean, I've got these on another drift car, and they look better on the other one, which you might see in another video. These, actually, I was like, at first, but now, they actually look pretty good. I like them. In fact, I think I'll go with these. Of course, we need to make them a little bigger. 21s are too big. Let's do 20s all around. Yeah, 20s all around looks good. Alright, see if we've got any body parts. No. I don't use the Forza body parts for drift cars. Stock aspiration, or should I put twin turbos on it? I'll leave it stock for now. If I need more power, I'll give it twin turbos. Race everything. For the drivetrain, just put race everything. But race differential is the most important thing. The most important. Get this thing on race brakes. Lower it all the way on race springs. Ooh, that looks pretty good. I always put race anti-roll bars on the car. I don't do the chassis reinforcement and roll cage. Some people, you know, have said in the comments, "Well, you have to do that. Why would you leave that out? That is an essential component." And I'm just like, you know, everybody tunes their drift cars differently. I mean, this is just how I do it. This is what works for me. We're going to go ahead and put race weight reduction on this thing. And let's up the power just a bit. Let's put it around 600 horsepower. I think that's a good goal. Well, I'd easily reach that with these race camshafts. Easily. We went over a little bit, actually. 604 horsepower. Now, let's tune it. Now, this is the part that everybody asks about. Oh, like they're like, "Oh my God, how do you tune your drift cars? How do you tune your drift cars?" Well, if you haven't seen my videos before, then this is how I tune my drift cars. I normally, I have sort of a template that I use, which is, as far as tire pressure, 25.5 psi in the front, 25.0 in the back. I leave the gearing alone unless I really need to mess with it, but normally I just leave it alone. Set the camber about minus 3.0. Front, let's see, rear, let's make it about 1.5. 0.2 toe out in the front, 0.1 out in the rear. Front caster, let's stick it at about 6.0. I think that might be pretty good for this car. Yeah, soften up the anti-roll bars. Soften up the springs. I don't really have like an area that I always put the springs at. I just kind of play with them until I get until the car feels how I want it to feel. But I do soften everything up. I mean, that's kind of what I always do for a drift car. But like I said, you got to play around with it and see what you like, see what works for you, because in the end, that's the only thing. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I never mess with the braking. But yeah, in the end, that's really what you have to do, is you have to mess with the car and basically make it the way you want, because someone else's drift tune is not going to be, is not going to work perfectly for you. That's why I never buy drift tunes from the storefront, That's why I never, if I see on the storefront, for example, like, best drift tune ever, works for everybody, it might work for you, and that's great, but you really got to learn how to tune if you want to make your drift cars perfect. And I'm not saying that mine are perfect by any means, but so let's test drive this thing and see how it feels. And yeah, for maximum fun factor, let's go ahead and go to Fujimi. I don't want to do the full circuit because this is just a test, but let's do my favorite stage, Stage D, because it's nice and open, the corners are wide, I can tune the car well, and this is kind of the moment of truth for this car to see if I've built a good drift car or if I've completely screwed it up, so let's see. And if you guys have suggestions for any other cars you want me to do a drift build for in the future, then leave your thoughts in the comments below. Ooh, listen to that sound of that MV10. Throwing it into the corner nicely. Dropping RPMs though. Loss of power, big loss of power actually. As far as first impressions go, the biggest thing I'm thinking is more power. That's the biggest thing I'm thinking right now, is more power. I mean, it feels pretty good, but still, more power. More power. But not a whole lot more. I mean, I'm not talking like this car needs 700 horsepower. Maybe 630, 620 even. Because 604, I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong. It feels good, it slides around really well, but maybe just a touch more power. Maybe even just 615 would cut it. I'll have to go and mess with that some more. But yeah, it does feel pretty good, and I think I did a pretty good job with it. Seeing as I've never tuned this car before, and that's what this series is about. Oh, lost 24K. Hate it when that happens. I absolutely hate that corner. That corner is like my least favorite corner on the entire mountain. The entire mountain. And just so you guys know, this commentary is recorded live. I have just started doing a lot of live commentaries, and I realized how much fun they are. So, expect a lot of my future commentaries to be live. I mean, all my Porsche Pack reviews have been live, and this is live. So, I just think live commentaries get more into the game than post-recorded commentaries. Because post-recorded, you're kind of talking about what's going on, like, oh, I did this, and then I did this, and oh, look, I did this. But live commentaries, it's happening in the moment, it's happening as you're doing it, I mean, oh, no! God, I gotta fix this tune! Yeah, that score was pretty low. So, as far as how well I did on that tune, I don't know. I think I'm gonna give myself I would give myself a 5 out of 10 on that, because it wasn't as ultimate as I had hoped, but I'll have more ultimate drift build videos coming soon. I mean, if you guys thought this one wasn't ultimate enough, trust me, there will be more coming, so stay tuned. I'll talk to you guys later.